Welcome. We have doing our very first StreamYard ever. I mean, ever. On this channel, and it's about Wonder Woman. Well, Christian and Sean are supposed to show up. We're going to see what happens here. So we're waiting till people show up. Wonder Woman 3 is underway right now as far as filming. They're getting everything together for shooting. They've been greenlit. There he is. Everyday gaming. Nicholas Jacob is in the house. Now, Wonder Woman will be changing everything because this will not be a period piece. This will be in the future. And this will be connected to something very epic. If they're going the route I think they're going. Now, what has surprised me, well, not surprised me, but most people are starting to now show their disdain for Wonder Woman 1984. As we wait for Sean to get here, as Bear said he got beat. He beat Bear 32-19. Man, Bear, what happened? At least I got an excuse. I got a glitch thing going on here. We're just waiting on Sean. They got the person that did Loki. He's going to be the writer for Wonder Woman 1984. I mean, not the writer for Wonder Woman 1984. But Wonder Woman 3. So what we know that's confirmed is that Wonder Woman will not be in the past. It's all going to be the present. And this is supposed to take place after we watch the events of what happened with Justice League. I'm not playing you. I reset my PlayStation 5. Cobra Kai never dies. Exactly. I don't know what's going on, man. It's hard to grab Sean and get him to commit to a time. This happens all the time. Now I understand I understood why Wednesday this didn't happen. So we getting away from Trevor. I think Trevor thing is over now. I don't think he's returning. I think that's all over with now. I was gonna do season 3 tonight, but we were supposed to do this. We all just waiting on Sean. This was the time he chose. Oh, Gavin had lied and said y'all was 1-1. Gavin, why you lied and said you and Bear was 1-1? You didn't tell me he beat you twice with Washington. You told me y'all was 1-1. So I'm gonna let you come in, Christian. I tried to get Sean to do it on his thing when he was doing the thing. So it's the first time I've ever done it here on another thing on my screen thing. It's always been Carcino for life. Of course. And I just found out she was a recovering alcoholic. She was hitting the bottle heavy.
Told you I was gonna be in there too. What's up?
Oh, what's good?
It's cracking.
You be Christian here. Sean and Christian wanted to talk about this movie the most. And you beat them here.
I wanted to talk crap a little bit, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Now I'm the only one. I'm the only one that loved this movie. Sean picked the time. Sean said 7 o'clock. I want to talk about this movie. You be Christian here. Sean and Christian wanted to talk about this movie. You gotta turn your audio down, LB.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah. LB, like I told you, man, skip that Steve Trevor dude.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I was like, nah, because I'm thinking the movie wasn't going to be like that deep with the Trevor and Wonder Woman thing when I went to the theater. First of all, let me just start off with that first, like the beginning part with the games and all that when she was little. That part, I fell asleep for like 10 minutes in the theater. I fell asleep. Number one,
this ain't gonna be your type of movie. I can tell
no, because I was already tired. Like I was already tired because that cold air in the movie theater. Like it was like because like how the AMC is like they're doing that whole COVID thing, like keeping the whole like spreading everybody apart, like skip a seat. So it was like extra cold in there, and that just made me tired. So I just fell asleep in there for like 10 minutes after that scene. Then I woke up. Once it got to the wishing part with I guess she wished in her head about Trevor.
Oh man, you missed the thing at the mall, the whole
No. Oh yeah, that's why I woke up at the mall scene. That's why
it was a whole bunch of goo gaga stuff going on, huh?
Nah, that's why I woke up at the mall scene.
I love the mall when she was going through the mall tearing everybody up.
Now that looked kind of cool.
Yo, what's good, man? Yo, y'all caught me. Y'all caught me. I'm not even at my own house. I'm out here helping people move and stuff. I was like, dang, Sean the best of everything I got going on.
Sean, man, she picked the time. I was like, Sean, what's going on, man?
I mean, golly, man. I thought we was gonna get it on the weekend. And here we go, Sean talking about something. Now we gonna do that 7. I was like, oh, I thought we was gonna get the weekend. I was like,
I mean, his daughter was in a car accident Wednesday, so I understood that.
Is everything okay?
And he chose the time. I'm like, Sean, choose the time. We're supposed to do this last week.
Right. That's what I said. We were supposed to do this last week.
But now y'all get to see what I go through all the time. Well, he's trying to make a play. He said, hey, Ken, we finna do a StreamYard on his page, talk about boxing. That was 3 weeks ago. We have not done the StreamYard yet.
Well, see that I don't hate Wonder Woman.
Let me know. I was like, let me know so I could be.
I hate it.
Because he spontaneous person. I'm not. I gotta have it because I'll be in the middle of something. I'll be making a video. And he'd be like, yo, can you jump on the StreamYard right quick? I'm finna do one.
Worst time.
I just got off.
I mean, man, this is ridiculous. I'm like, God dang, man. As soon as you told me, oh God. I said, man, I don't know if I gotta help them build stuff. I'm like, I don't want to be by the building trying to be on the live.
So Wonder Woman Part 3 is coming out. They went straight to it after the first success of Wonder Woman 2. But what they're not telling you is that the second week numbers dropped off almost 70% from the first.
Nobody care. It's too damn long.
That's not about it being too long because a lot of the Marvel movies is like 2.5 hours.
No,
His thing. I feel like Wonder Woman is 2.5 hours.
Exactly. I feel like
Wonder Woman was 2.5 hours, but I love the first one.
Oh yeah, the first one is lit.
Yeah, you know what I mean? That was like a war-based movie.
It's just that Wonder Woman 84 is 2.5 hours of nonsense.
The first hour was great.
Yeah, the thing is I like this movie. I'm like, everybody is like, I hate this movie.
Bro.
Like,
I don't hate it,
bro.
I don't hate the movie. I'll tell you the thing I hate about the movie. I don't hate the movie. I hated the ending of the movie and some of the ridiculousness in the movie. The ending part, I understand why. It makes sense why everybody didn't know. Why, forgot about the guy or whatever like that because of, obviously, what happened. But the ending part for me is, oh, my son, I gotta find my son. That whole part, I'm like, this is such a crap load of BS.
Wait a minute.
Straight up garbage.
What other way you thought it was going to? It's a wishing movie. Wishing movies don't have a good history of being good.
A wishing movie.
Yeah, man. I'm like,
the Wishmaster. That's what I was.
The Wishmaster was the best wishing movie to me.
Yeah,
that's a horror movie.
This was ridiculous. That ending part was so ridiculous. I said, I can't even understand how you love the ending. You cannot. You don't love the ending. You're lying if you say you love the ending.
Hey, Christian, man, like I said, dog, I told LB, I said F Steve Trevor and F Lois Lane.
I didn't have a problem with Steve Trevor in the first one. The second one was ridiculous, bro.
Steve Trevor became the new Lois Lane.
I didn't know he was
a loser. Exactly, he's a loser.
He was the new Lois Lane, but he wasn't as terrible as Lois Lane.
I knew about
like annoying as Lois Lane. Lois Lane,
back in the day.
I wanted her to die so many times in the movie. But Steve, you actually kind of cared about Steve. It was like, damn, like why are they doing making him a side character?
No, I knew about Steve Trevor from like the Justice League cartoon stuff, like back in the 2000s. But like,
yeah, you the one picked the time.
I can hear Steve now, but I mean that's Steve, but I can hear now. But Steve, man, I didn't hate his character. They just made him a sidekick, and then he just left. Like it was like he left and died, and you didn't care that he died.
No, they reversed the situation. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
Wonder Woman was a fish out of water. Like Wonder Woman was a fish out of water in the first one. She didn't know like what was like what is what and all that stuff. She didn't know about the world. They just reversed it in this one. With Trevor didn't know about the 80s because he died in what?
Yeah, it's on the
something. No, like the 30s or something like that. When was World War I? I don't remember.
Like the 20s and 30s, I think.
It was ridiculous, man. Like,
So Sean just called. He had a dealership.
Oh, good lord!
The guy he had to co-sign on a car or something for his niece or something. So I'm like, but you picked the time. That's what I said. Like you told.
Lord.
That's what I said. I'm like, man, he got it at the weirdest time, man.
Drives me crazy, bro. That drives me crazy when people do me like that. Like, dude, don't set something up and then you're not gonna go by the time that you set up.
Well, no,
this is such a.
He had every intention of doing it. He just forgot because he got so much stuff going on. So he finna call in. No, he's like he finna get the link out the StreamYard. I just sent it again. I just put it 2 more times so he can get the link, so he can get in there But man, I thought Maxwell Lord was great. I thought he was a great villain. It's just I understood the message they were trying to do instead of doing a bang bang pow pow type thing. So as a movie, as it plays out as a regular movie, it's all right. It had a lot of Days of Our Lives stuff in there.
Why
So
did
I just knew. I said, "Oh man, the rest of the world when they watch this, they gonna be pissed."
They gonna be like, boy, this
Yeah, man. Like,
no, this is what pissed me off more than anything in this movie.
Man.
This pissed me off more than.
off.
Now I'm about to tell you what pissed me off about everything in this movie. When I realized I got home, I went on HBO Max and I could have watched it on HBO Max. That shit just made. I was like, you made me waste my money. You made me waste my money.
To the movies, I would never go to the movies and see Wonder Woman. That's just ridiculous.
I mean,
I watched the movie. I watch the movies all the time because I got like that subscription thing at AMC where I could watch like 12 movies a month for free.
Right.
Oh, for real.
But my thing is, how did you not know this was coming out on Disney Plus?
I didn't know until after the fact that it was on HBO Max. It popped up on the screen. I was like, wait a minute.
You ain't see the commercial?
Right. Yeah. It was advertised like
commercial.
No, I didn't see it. No, this is what I thought they was gonna do. I thought that they was gonna pull that crap. No, this is what I thought that that HBO Max was gonna do. I thought they was gonna pull that crap that Disney Plus did with Mulan, where even though you're subscribed to it, you still gonna have to pay $30.
Oh no! I thought they were gonna do that too, but they said no. It's gonna be on regular HBO Max. So when I saw that,
I'm like, wait a minute, I could have watched this movie straight up without paying extra.
Doing that. Disney Plus, they stopped doing it because with Soul, they were gonna charge you, but then they didn't charge you because they was like, oh shit, we HBO Max. They ain't charging people, so we can't do it. So Disney panicked and do it.
Like, what are y'all talking about?
Yeah, that's why they were gonna lose money with Soul, but they made a lot of money with Soul because they didn't charge anybody. They was like, if you pay the subscription, you already.
Disney Plus is new at this. They very stupid. The Milan thing, they just rip people off because it's like you're gonna put it on there anyway, and the movie ain't that good. Now the thing is, the problem with what they were doing is like, dude, you're in the subscription business. That's what your business is. You want people to subscribe. That is why you did this. So I'm like, forget what it is about putting it out, trying to pay and getting some extra dollars. You want people to subscribe. Because the more people subscribe, the less they're going to unsubscribe. You'll have some that may unsubscribe. Other people, they won't even probably remember. They even subscribed in the first place.
Plus, I heard that the song "I Will Make a Man Out of You" wasn't even on that doggone movie.
So HBO Max made a fortune with all the people that signed up for HBO Max.
I was so pissed when I seen that. I was like, wait, I just clicked on it. I'm like, wait a minute, I don't have to pay like an extra on-demand fee or whatever. I'm like, oh, I was tight. After that.
HBO, like I love all of the streaming services are, taking over. HBO Max is number one. They are the best streaming service. It is not close. Disney Plus comes in at number 2.
No, I still put Netflix over Disney.
Yeah, I put
Netflix.
Oh yeah,
Netflix is not beating Disney Plus, and I'll tell you why.
Yes,
Netflix
Disney Plus
doesn't have enough content.
They made it sound like Disney Plus was going to be the Netflix killer. And I was like, no, they're not.
CBS
I was like,
All Access has way more than
like
they have a ton of content. I don't know what you're talking about. Disney Plus has.
I watch a lot of stuff on
Netflix got everything for everybody. Now I will say this when it came to
like
Netflix,
it depends on what genre you in. Like if you in a horror genre, then they'll make sure you get tons of horror movies.
Now there is the streaming
HBO Max got it on
horror movies called
HBO
Shudder.
Max horror is way better than Netflix, man.
Yeah, you got Tubi, Shudder, you got all these places you can get it. But I'm like, they got a horror section on Netflix that's crazy. They got a whole genre of different things on there. You just got to go through all of it.
I love horror. I did though. That's the thing. I was like, it's meh.
Shudder's new content is dope though. I will say this: Shudder's like new content, like the new like TV show horror shows they got. I'm like, okay.
Like they certainly
don't have like a lot of classics.
And that's where I get mad at. when they start circumventing things and taking them in and taking them out.
Netflix does that a lot. Netflix does that like every year.
Yeah, that's why I love HBO Max, because HBO Max just they got everything on there. They got
it's on there forever.
everything. It's they undefeated. They got everything. HBO Max is the best one out. I mean, it's not even close. No one's close to it. No one is. HBO Max is the dominant. They're going to be the dominant figure in streaming service because no one can compete. They got anime.
They got DC movies. They got anime, but Netflix anime is beating them. But they got
no, they don't, because they got Crunchyroll.
No, they do not got Crunchyroll. I'm about to tell you who got Crunchyroll.
Yes,
Sony
they
is
do.
about to buy it.
HBO Max got Crunchyroll.
No,
HBO Max
Sony is
is
about
getting
to buy
everything from.
Crunchyroll. Just to let you know that they're about to buy Crunchyroll.
Look at Sean.
Warner Brothers is getting.
There he is. Sean is showing up.
Sean, finally, Sean.
Out here, gangster style.
Man, my internet is stuttering. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah.
Perfect. Can you hear us?
Man, Kev, if you can hear me, I don't know what's wrong with the audio. Everything y'all are saying is just stutter.
I can hear you.
Oh, it's probably where his location.
Okay,
We can hear you. You're fine.
Yeah, I can hear you.
You're perfect.
Kev, you came in stuttering, but old boy right there, he's coming in fine.
Oh man, yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you clearly.
Yeah, I hear you clearly. But every time Carcino talks, it's just nothing but bad stuttering.
I don't know.
Oh, that's kind of how it is on my phone too. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, it's because we not on some people not on the Wi-Fi and some people aren't. Like I'm not on the Wi-Fi.
I'm on the Wi-Fi and I'm on like a laptop right now.
Yeah, sometimes when you're on the Wi-Fi, it messes up your phone.
Hey, what's your name, bro?
Which one?
Yeah.
Oh, Christian.
Yeah.
No,
what's your name?
Yeah. Oh yeah, we hated the ending of the movie. Christian.
Oh, Christian.
Yeah.
Christian, I caught a little part what you said how you came home and saw on HBO Max.
That was me.
Hey, I tell you what, I'm gonna cancel my subscription to HBO Max after watching that crap.
Oh my God! I know, man.
When it comes to, like, that was me, LB.
Man.
Yeah, that was me, LB. Like,
LB, he said that. He said that, but I said I wanted to run away.
I have HBO Max.
I wanted to run away.
Yeah, I have HBO Max for free because I have AT&T internet, the 1000.
Right, me too.
Fiber. So it's like,
right, it came free with our service.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something.
You know, AT&T owns HBO Max, HBO. So
right. Let me tell you something. First of all, it started off slow as dirt. Listen, I'm the type of person I want fighting and superhero CGI stuff from the minute that it starts until it ends. If I can't have fighting, 99% of the time I don't want to watch it.
Yeah, the doggone CGI from when Sheeta got in there was terrible, dude.
Oh, it looked like everybody.
Oh my God, DC CGI is terrible.
I don't know what it is.
Marvel.
I don't know what it is. Maybe the Russo brothers need to start directing. You know what I mean? Writing for the.
They want to. They said that years ago. The Russo brothers said years ago they want DC too. Like they said that.
So is it? What's the issue? Is it Warner Brothers?
Hey, Sean, I'm gonna tell you flat out, Sean. Hey, Sean, I'm gonna tell you flat out. Look, when I was watching Wonder Woman, I wanted to fall. I was trying to get out of my own house because it was so damn long. I was like, this is ridiculous. You feel it. You feel it. You be like, oh my God. I said, if I go to the movies, I probably would commit suicide because there's no way I can sit here and watch this movie for 2 hours and 5 minutes.
Hey, you want me to tell you what I had to do to make myself feel better? The movie was so bad.
What you did?
In order to make myself feel better, I turned on Green Lantern.
I ain't going that far.
I'm going that far.
I did the same thing.
I'll never watch the Green Lantern again.
Funny, dog.
Why am I the only one?
Crazy.
Why am I the only one? The movie was not that bad.
It was.
You like them romantic comedies, huh?
It was just bad.
It was just boring.
You like them little romantic comedies, huh?
The first
Right,
hour was
romantic
cool,
comedies and
and
some of
after
them
that,
good.
it was just
Oh, you like that, don't you? You like
the
that?
first hour was cool.
I remember that was you, Nicholas, when I did the movie review, and he was like, "You keep saying romantic comedy, man, and that's scaring me."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, bro, I'm not going for all that.
Oh yeah, he did say
It
that.
wasn't
I was
even that
like,
funny.
Nick is crazy.
No,
Hey,
bro, I'm
hey,
not
let
You
me,
trying.
got me
It wasn't
rolling.
even that funny.
let me tell you something. I already hated Wonder Woman, but when they got to the part where she start flying through the air like she's Superman, I'm like, what, she gonna shoot red beams out her eyes next? I was done. I said, you
Right?
turn this
Wonder
garbage
Woman
off.
flies though.
She does fly.
Wonder
She
Woman
recently,
can
yeah,
fly.
I
she
know,
started
and then
flying
the
recently.
invisible rocket. You know, she's
The
supposed to be.
invisible, yeah,
You
the
supposed to
invisible
see
plane.
her in the invisible
Yeah,
rocket.
the
There,
invisible
I mean,
jet. Yeah, the
invisible
invisible.
what
plane.
invisible plane? That was no invisible plane. That was a B something bomber they
That's what I
found, and
said.
she clapped her hands, made a little plasma bubble, touched it, and it
I
disappeared. I
I
said, this
like
is
that
whack.
part to a degree. I like that part to a degree because
I'm
the
telling you,
original cartoon had
that's
the
what I
invisible
said.
jet. That's why I just liked it because the original cartoon had the invisible jet. So it's like,
Right,
Right.
right, right. Yeah, of course. Through
So
nostalgia.
it was
Yeah.
a good nostalgia thing. So I liked it, and I liked that part. But yeah,
The invisible plane
I
is
the
supposed to
invisible
come
jet is
from her
outdated
and
eyes.
though.
Steve, man, they did
he said
Steve's
the
character so
invisible
dirty.
plane originally
He
come from her island.
That's right.
Yeah. Yeah. What's island? That's Paradise
exactly.
Island, right? Paradise Island, right?
Yeah. Next they going. You remember the horses they were riding on? Next one they
Right.
come out with, they gonna be flying horses. Watch.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
I've been watching the TV show Wonder Woman on
Man, look, they
HBO
knew
Max.
I was
They got man.
terrible.
I've been watching my real Wonder Woman. Sean, you buying a new car?
No, I mean I'm getting I already got my daughter a vehicle, and now I'm getting my niece one. So I'm at the
Yeah.
dealership.
So well, yeah. So how is Jazz? Is she all right and everything? Is
Yeah, she all right. She was just a little banged up and nervous from the other day from the car accident, but I hope she's fine now. I
Yeah.
mean,
Thank God she's okay right
making her
now.
own
Yeah.
monthly payments now,
Yeah,
so she
man.
better be all right.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank God she's okay now.
Yeah, thank
oh you
God.
Yeah,
got her?
man,
She
cause
got a
we
whole
was
new
praying
car.
for, we were making sure praying for you and stuff. So
Yeah,
you
man, I
know,
appreciate it. Thank you so much. Yeah,
Oh,
Absolutely.
and they paid her on
she
top of
got a
that. That's good.
2014 Toyota Camry.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
wow. Okay.
okay.
Hey, but
Yeah.
see, listen, the first car we paid
Yeah,
for,
man, that's
she
what that
messed it up.
man.
Now
You
this
know,
car, now that she making her monthly payments, hopefully she'll appreciate it and she'll care for it more than a car that's given to you.
Yeah. Well, they gonna have to. They gotta grow up fast. Now she got a note.
Yep, that's right. She got a note, not me.
hey man,
Yeah, this is
like
tough
my
love,
dad.
man.
That's man.
But y'all, you gotta help her out.
Yeah, I hope
Yeah.
this don't become a reoccurring thing.
Everybody do. I told her what to do because I told her like the next day you're gonna be sore. You need to soak in some
Yep,
ice water or take a
yep,
cold shower and stuff. So I hope
uh-huh,
she listens.
yep.
Yeah, man, cause them car accident, man, be getting crazy. So man,
Yeah, take
I
Yeah,
remember
understand,
that.
I
man.
know.
I mean,
Some
I've been
people,
in a couple. So
yeah, and it was one I'm surprised. I thank God I walked away from it. That was the last one I was in.
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah,
yeah. No,
I was like,
I was the
man.
one that I thought I blew my knee out for real. Like, I mean, cause it was like I was just sitting in the middle of sitting in the middle of the back seat, and I thought I had blew my knee out because I hit like the middle part or whatever like that, and it like the middle part like it bust open like this whole little thing because we hit it so hard, and I thought I like hurt my knee. My knee it wasn't hurt, so I was like, oh man, like I thought it like. I thought my knee was gone. That's why I was playing basketball too. It was crazy.
Yep.
Yeah, I had a knot on my knee because I guess my knee hit up against whatever that's in the middle. That thing in my leg slammed into it on the accident. I had a softball knot on top of my knee. They was like, "Oh, that's just fluid. It's gonna go away." I'm like, "Man, my knee still be swollen up."
Hey, Kev.
Yeah.
Hey, the guy at the dealership called me back in. Hey, this weekend, can we do another one? But I want to do one on Power, the ending of Power.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I need to argue
please let us do it on
Carcino
Power.
to death on
I
Power,
want to go
bro.
off on Power.
I didn't like how you
so
was
bad.
coming at Power, and I was like, nah, we got to talk about Power.
Yep.
Oh, okay. You ain't like the way I was coming at Power?
Yeah,
Okay.
I was like, nah, I'm like, come on, man. It wasn't that. The season finale wasn't that bad. It was one of the
All
better
right,
ones.
Oh, it was
Yes,
that
it was
bad.
bad.
Yes, it was. It was one of
That
the better
season
ones.
finale was bad, buddy. Woo!
Oh
That
my
was
god. Oh my gosh.
everything was bad
They
about
said
it.
screw the forensics. They said screw the forensics. They don't exist no more. I was like,
I already knew that it was
what
going. I already
makes
knew the conference was gonna go that way. I was like, oh, he gonna fake his death. I was like, okay.
Exactly. We all knew where it was going. It's like, and then I'm like that courtroom scene.
Oh my
That was so ridiculous. He just started like, yeah, you was there too, Sax. You were there, and when you had the gun and all this and that, they was like, was your mother there? Did you see your mother there when you was there? And Sax, y'all drugged me and filmed me at my father's grave and all that, and the judge. So, did you do all that? I'm like, Judge, this ain't no reality talk show. This is a courtroom. He got to answer the question.
No. In realistic,
I would cut them some bill on that part because sometimes in the court they will bring something.
Yes, they do.
Ask
That's
them.
100,
They will ask
especially in
them
New
about
York.
that because I have been in the
Especially
court
in New York.
before to where they've asked that. They like, so is that have that happened? Because then that raises some questions. That has happened before. Now they over exaggerated it a whole lot, but I don't think it was that. Like,
Yeah, they over exaggerated it, but they definitely do that in New York. They did that with the Johnson case. When they did that with Casanova.
He never answered the question. That would have never
he did. Like that. No, he did. No, Tariq did answer the question. He said, "Was my mother?" He was like, "No, she wasn't there." And then he went in on sex. He did answer the question. He just went in on sex. It was just you were so like irritated that I couldn't believe it. They really went this route. That's where your mind went.
The judge
I can't believe they even went this route.
The judge was already on Sax's ass anyway.
That has nothing to do. That's all circumstantial. That stuff would have never held up. How the judge would know he had proof he got drugged. Is this true? Did you drug him and all that? I'm like, I'm the prosecutor in the case.
You want to know why? Because the niece was there too, and she looked like she was about to like tell him, like she was sweating bullets in the back.
The niece is there. What the hell?
No. I actually explained how
Tyreek. All Tyreek had to do was just point her out right there.
And what they gonna do to the judge? Sax ain't on trial.
Well, see, I'll
you're not understanding that the judge was already on Sax's ass since the beginning of the season because how dirty he is, and he already got a history of being dirty to try to get his way.
It don't matter.
So he's already on
case for the state. So if you try the case for the state, what judge is finna sit there and listen to this? Nobody finna sit there and listen to no attack on the prosecution. It's like, dog, there was an OJ trial, so you got drugged. That's his niece right there. Okay, well, where's the evidence you got drugged? What is it? What video is you talking about? And then you want to play that video, the one where you actually admit to killing your fucking daddy?
No, he didn't. He never committed. He never committed. That would have been so ambiguous. In the court, I had to do what I had
because
to do.
Then that would have opened the Pandora's box.
Ambiguous. Like, oh,
how did they even get this? So then they would have had to. They would if they wrote it better.
All they got to do is leak it. That's all they would have to do. Leak it to the internet, and it's done. And they'd be like, "We don't know how it got out. We don't know who filmed it, what have you, but it's out there." They'd be like, "Where's
Tariq knows who did it?"
But like in realistic ways, like we already feel the way.
Lawyer knows though. But what's the call it? Lawyer knows though.
Sax
about it though.
So how do you feel? Oh, Method Man.
So that he does have somebody that knows. He knows that he knows. That's what Tariq knew. That Method Man knew about the video.
And Stephen Ock knows too. The Democratic Party dude, he knows too. He sent a private investigator. Like he knows.
Yeah. I'm not. I feel like this is. I think they over exaggerated a lot of this stuff, but if they would have wrote it better, it would have made a whole lot more sense. But I've
They do
seen
be
in the
acting like
court
that in the
where
New York
they
courtrooms,
have
though.
brought up something like this
Not
and
that
asked them,
crazy,
"Is
but
this
they
true or
do
not?"
be like trying to like put on a show sometimes when it
No, in the
comes to a
court they
high
have
profile
gone
case.
this way. It's
They do
not like
that. So.
it was
It's
just
not
over
about asking
exaggerated.
somebody if something's true, but they asking if something's true about the prosecution. The guy who's actually trying the case, he's bringing up something about him. Now they can ask him if it's true or not, but you asking, he's making accusations about the man who's actually trying the case for the state. He's the state prosecutor. It ain't like
You already got a cop that's been trying to get him locked up for a while. What's her name? The Latina
and she's suspended. So she's suspended. So her word, and my thing is, she trying to get Sachs. What was her thing of helping Davis get dude 2-bit out for? If he was trying to get Sachs, now Sachs finna start working for him. So where does that leave her? She's just twisting in the wind. All this stuff is just dumb. I don't know.
No, they're gonna bring him back for whatever reason.
What happened with 2-bit and his money?
Oh yeah, and I wanted to
forgot about that
too. I wanted to answer that too.
Yeah.
Kyrie did pay him. I was like, what is Kyrie talking about? He did pay him.
When?
No, not the second payment. Not the
No.
second payment. The first
He
payment.
paid him in full, and then 2-bit was like, "Oh no! After I just helped you out with the pool situation,
Right,
now you owe me more money." Like,
no, the 50 grand. He said,
"That's what I'm talking about. That's the second payment."
Right? When did he make that?
He paid the lawyer.
He made it from the. He made it
the
from
lawyer.
the campus. He made it. No, was it the campus or was that money that he gave 2-bit, and then he was empty-handed with Monique, and then that's when Monique pulled the gun out on him.
No, he gave the no. I'm telling you, he gave the money to. He paid them, and then he paid the lawyer.
Oh yeah. The stripper
he got
girl.
the money to pay the lawyer.
Right, he paid her. He paid 2-bit.
The stripper. Yeah,
he did pay 2-bit, and then that's when he was like, "Hold on, little man." Then he was like, "Hold on, little man."
Not the second time he didn't.
He didn't pay him for the 50.
No, yeah, the second time he didn't get paid because he could have paid him twice. No, he didn't.
It was right after the
He did not pay him. He only paid.
I remember him paying.
No, he didn't. He paid the lawyer and he paid the stripper. That's the people he paid. I watched the show. I'm telling you, he didn't pay.
I know. I ain't see him pay that 50 bands.
I remember him paying him the 50 bands, and then 2-bit was like, "Oh no, you gotta pay me extra for me helping you."
Yeah, that's what we're talking about. He didn't pay him the second payment.
Paid him
2-bit nowhere to be found after that.
Paid him 25, and he told him, "You gonna have to pay." No. You gonna have to pay me extra for saving your life.
Yeah, 2-bit had 2-bit was done after that. You didn't see him no more the rest of the series, so you probably gonna see him in season 2.
But then he still never got paid.
He never paid him the 50 racks. That's what I'm trying to tell you. He never paid him that.
No, he just went away.
And that's if he's even in season 2, because he might just they might just scratch that whole thing off and just have him be on time.
No, they're not. He's still messing with Courtney Kemp, so he'll be there.
Right, he gonna
No. This is what I said. I said that they might just like scratch that whole thing off with Tyree. He might 2-bit. They'll just probably just write it in where 2-bit would just probably forget about the money and just roll with Tommy after that in his book.
Tommy doing a whole new thing down in Cali. They're gonna be filming.
Remember that Tommy said in season 6 of the OG Power, 2-bit got a spot. Like Tommy has a spot for 2-bit in LA.
Yeah, if he decides to go out that way. But right now they might do it. Right now, they're keeping him in New York to be out there with Tariq, because that show, people was hating it, and then until 2-bit got there, and everybody's like, "Man, 2-bit was the best part on that." See, so
man, people didn't hate on Power like that. People didn't hate on the book 2 like that. They hated on it for like one episode, and then it was like, "Okay, cool, whatever."
No, they didn't. No,
it was only a few people like you, Joe Button, and people like that was hating on the thing.
No, me, and Joe Button. I'm so
you didn't even watch it yet.
No, bro, you gotta go on Twitter. People don't like it. Some people do, and some people don't.
It's terrible. Dog,
I'm
You gotta be on Twitter.
It ain't
Like
like
I'm on
Empire,
Twitter.
dog.
I'm on
Empire, I dropped out like in the third season. I was like, I'm done with this. Now,
right.
Power,
Empire, I
third
never
season.
watched that at all. But Power, I knew it was great.
Man, I was
started watching it. But this is terrible. The setup is terrible because first off, you starting a show off with a character no one likes.
We didn't. None of us like Tyreek. I'm cool with Tyreek now.
So like you starring a show with him.
I
don't have him as
now,
his
though.
character.
Like,
I don't
that's the
like
whole
it
point
like
of book 2.
You have no likable characters. Nobody. You don't like anybody, really. There's nobody to like. You got Kane.
Well,
don't even look like he don't even look the party.
The main person, well, there's a
lame.
lot of. I ain't gonna turn around and say like there ain't no like there is a lot of non-threatening killers I knew.
You do. I do. I like the white dude. I like the white dude.
I mean, but it's just they don't sell it. It's just terrible.
Not everybody a dusty looking scary dude. That's a
I mean, it's not like that. It's just that the writing is so bad for them. It's like I wish you could see what I'm saying, man, but it's terrible. You gotta watch a really good show, and then you'll probably understand. Like, oh, okay.
Man. Some of these guys they're not believable to play this role.
Like, it's not even just that, it's the writing too. So the writing don't really help them in the parts. Like for instance, Monet walking up on Jackie Long, right?
Right.
Right. He's supposed to be this ruthless killer roster.
I feel like where were the other people that was with him that shot at the
right, where's the other people?
That makes no sense. He just had a gang of people.
He just shot up and shot her son. He to connect. They cop from him. She coming there throwing the money up there. He eating some fish. Then she just shoot him, and they shoot one guy, and that's it. And I'm like, what? Everybody on COVID lockdown or something? What's going on?
Well, technically, that probably is canon to Power. The COVID is probably canon to Power because they did bring up the summer riots and all that. So that's probably canon.
I mean, it's probably
and I'm tired of the sex scenes, like the overuse of sex scenes.
It was ridiculous. I mean,
as long as that little daughter council girl gets all the I don't care, bro.
They have a sex scene.
It's a sex scene murder. They got to make sure they put a sex scene murder, but the murder don't connect to anything. It don't mean nothing, and neither does the sex. That's what I'm saying. There's no build up to it.
Yeah, dude. When it comes to the girl and Zeke, it do, but everybody else.
But my thing is this: why do they have to put a sex scene every time they want to do a conversation with those? Like, I don't need a conversation in a sex scene. Why can't they just talk? Why they can't just talk?
They know this is. They went by what everybody's saying. Like they like on Power. They used to love it. All these chicks used to love to see goals. I mean, I heard the chick on the phone telling her girl, you got to see it. You know that girl that's from Everyday, the Mary Jane show. With Gabriel Union, yeah, girl, he on there. He be showing his butt and stuff. Girl, you gotta watch it. I'm like, damn, that's what the show about.
Women, dog. Women talk about
it's so ridiculous.
But this
Monet and Tejada, they having a conversation. They have sex and they have a conversation. It's so ridiculous. Like they couldn't just talk. We couldn't see them talk about it. They had to meet up and get together, then talk.
Ramirez, I remember Monet and Ramirez.
So the show doggone like
Ramirez,
and them they in the last episode.
He serves no purpose. Tejada. He was out for basically 2 episodes. They were like, we got to get Tariq. Next thing you know, what was his involvement in anything to try to get Tariq? We didn't see. He seemed to be going along with it. Then
it was nothing.
Out of it. I'm like, he never did nothing. I'm like, what kind of writing is that?
Exactly.
They set it up as a
situation.
They set it up as a key plot point, like Ramirez and Kane was gonna work together to try to get Tariq. Next thing you know, Kane just gone. Ramirez is gone somewhere. We don't know where he's at. And then next thing you know, he comes back 2 episodes later, like, yo, man, that's your problem now, man. Now I'm back good. She needs me now, so I'm back in. I'm like, then he gets killed off the show. I'm like, this is the dumbest thing.
Well, there was a reason for that to like keep them vulnerable. You had to kill off Ramirez. You had to kill off Jackie Long to make them vulnerable because you already know they're trying to set up Tyreek to be like the distro, like how Ghost was.
It's ridiculous because
he's too stupid to be.
Right, he's too
No,
stupid.
he's not. He's so
Yo,
big.
he's
He's so big.
Yes, he is.
Everything he's done has been dumb.
The
This
show
dude is-
told
He's so big. That was big
Cena,
brain move
before
right
you
there.
even go,
Big
before
brain
you
move,
go there,
dog.
let me
my
get him.
brain
Let
on
me
it.
get him,
He made
Cena.
him look stupid.
I'm
He
gonna
made
tell you
him
how
look
stupid he
again.
is.
What do you mean?
The show told you how stupid Tariq was. You know why they told him how stupid Tariq was? They literally, his friend said, "You can get the money from me. You could have asked me for it." He went through all that trouble, over exaggerating how much money he got. They made $250,000 in 2 days, and you got all this police over here, and their reason is, "Hey,
Well,
all the
that is
kids
a white.
they going
That
through
is a white
something."
rich
And
people school, so they got the
there's
money
no
to
way they would have
buy
made
everything.
1,000, 2,000. I know 250,000. That was
Yo,
ridiculous. And then they wrote it in. You could have just asked me. It just showed you how stupid Tariq
Nah,
was.
if they would have said 25,000, I'd be like, okay. But 250,000 was nuts. I was like, all right, not no 1 day, my guy, or 2 days or whatever.
but here's the thing, man. Here's the thing that Tariq, it shows you how stupid he is. He goes back to the college dorm in his room with the bloody shirt still on.
I know. Yeah, I knew he was gonna bring that. I knew he was
Okay,
gonna bring
all
that.
right, exactly. That's stupid. So I'm just saying, it's just a key to how
But look,
dumb
he
he is. When he
knew
was
better from
stupid,
season
stupid was like, damn, wipe the damn thing down. Like, what
he
the hell
knew
is
better.
you doing?
He knew better from killing that one cop in like what season 5.
Yeah,
The
you would
cop
have
that
thought he
killed
would have known
Raina.
better.
Yeah,
They taught him how to do that, how to like clean the shirt,
exactly.
like burn
And
the
now
clothes.
he don't know how to do it. He just
No. See, I'm not gonna fault him for that because he had to get the effort out of there. Now
You
what?
get the hell out of there, but you don't go walking back to your college dorm with a bloody shirt.
But he had it covered up in the
right.
jacket. That's why
Anybody
You
he
don't
made
can
have
all
to
stop
those
you.
cover it up.
excuses.
You got a bloody shirt.
That's why
You
he made
get
all
up
the
out of
excuses
college,
to
And you
cover
and
up.
where did he
you
dispose
got
it?
the DNA all over you. And then
You're correct. That's
talking
why he
any
didn't
damn
sleep with
thing.
that Lauren girl. That's why he didn't sleep with that Lauren. Like he was pushing her
I
up. because he
understand that
knew
you're not supposed to be in your room with DNA on you.
Yeah, yeah.
You
I know.
bring DNA
Exactly.
from
That's
a crime
stupid.
scene in your damn bedroom in your
No,
college.
I would have threw that shirt like in the Bronx, like the
Right,
Pearl
that
Harbor
shit
or
should have
whatever.
been in a trash can. You'd have went back with a jacket on and no shirt or nothing. The hell, that's what I'm saying. Nothing he's doing is smart. Nothing he's doing is
He's
smart.
not
What happened?
smart at all.
What happened, Nick? Nicholas, what happened?
One of the smart things he did was at the end when he was
No, I'm
trying to
playing this
convince
game right now.
what's
I'm
to
playing
call it.
Injustice.
Yeah, I figured something must have went down because you just got pissed off.
Oh, me and Wonder Woman sparring, dog, on it.
Oh, you playing Injustice?
Yeah, I'm playing with Superman right now. I'm playing against
Oh.
Wonder Woman.
Man,
I'm going
the thing was he only did like maybe 3 smart things, and it was paying the stripper instead of killing her, and then
Yeah, that was a gross move.
at the end killing what's the guy named the
Kane.
the
That
teacher.
was part of it because he just stumbled into that. He was actually gonna kill her until she said, "If I just had the money, I'd just run." He'd be, "Oh yeah, I got money. Here."
He
It
did that
was like,
2
yeah,
times. It shows you that he's not. That
I
he's
tried
not
to
a hot
shoot him
man.
some bell. I tried to shoot him some
No.
bell,
Hold
man.
on. 'Cause they showed him they showed him doing that twice in the series where he don't okay, he's willing to take like a least lethal route where he was gonna shoot his lawyer, but he changed his mind about what she says. He was like, okay, then there's no
No,
need
he
to do
changed
that.
his mind because Method Man showed up at the door. He was finna do it, and then Method Man showed up, so he knew he couldn't do it. And then he realized, well, damn, I ain't really got to do it.
The stripper thing makes more sense why he did that way, because that's like when Ghost tried to pay off the girl that said that, like, remember the girl in episode 1?
He didn't go there to do that. He went there to kill her because his mom
he
said,
didn't. Tommy went there to kill her.
huh?
Oh no, I thought you talking about
No,
I was
I'm talking about
comparing
the
that to the
stripper
Ghost
chick.
situation with the girl.
That's what I'm saying. The stripper chick, he was there to kill her. If it was only when she said, if I just had some money, I would run.
Okay, that was a Ghost move because Ghost did the same thing. Like
No, because he wasn't intending to pay her at all. Well, he was there to kill her. And then once he heard her say that, then that's when he turned around oh, okay.
Well, he ain't cold. I will say that at that point he wasn't cold blooded. Now he's starting to be cold blooded after he killed his teacher.
Well, we don't know that.
Man, he
No
was
choice.
gonna do it anyway.
Right, he had no choice but to kill him because he had seen too much. And then he was already
I know that you're dealing drugs, Tariq. I know this. Who's the guy that killed him at the pool? I'm like, bruh.
right.
And
So
he got in case
Killing behind
Tariq
you right
now they
now, dog.
cool.
that's what I'm saying. He was new Ghost. That's what I said. This is new Ghost. They got a guy who's swole, got a goatee. They remind him of Ghost, like he the father figure for Tariq and all
He
this.
wear the little earrings like Ghost.
Right. Then he got killed, just like he killing him like he killed Ghost. You know, mirroring that effect. And I'm like, Ghost was a character everybody liked. Then Tariq kills him. Nobody liked Tariq since he got Raina killed. Then you make the show about Tariq.
Well,
Like,
we
we
all
know
seen this
Tariq,
coming
but
in
Tariq.
season 4. Like he was gonna be like the new guy to like follow behind. Like we all knew this. Like I knew this since 50 years.
I knew it from the jump because they tell you
this.
this. I mean, the foreshadowing on Power, the writing got really, really, really bad after like season 3. It got really bad. And then I'm like,
halfway, like,
I'm like, I used to do these videos
dog.
on Carcino for Life channel. I had to take them down because Lionsgate bought out Showtime. And when they did that, they started flagging my videos for all my old videos when I did Power. I used to review the seasons.
Oh,
and
yeah, they be having the screenshots and all that up there. That's why.
Yeah, and then they started talking about, oh, you can't, even it was still pictures. And they was like, oh, it's still property of the, I'm like,
but like, everybody on YouTube do it all the time, though.
Exactly.
They usually have something like in the picture or like their watermark or whatever, so it doesn't like detect it though.
Yeah, so man, I was mad as hell. I said, you know what? Take all your shit. I don't even want it. I was mad as hell. So I said, hey, take it down. I'm gonna take the whole thing. You ain't getting no money off me. So forget that. He was like, no, you.
I forgot. Why did they?
And I
forgot. Why did they end Old Power
before it even came out? So I'm like, I was the one that's promoted Power before it even came out because I knew what it was gonna be. I said, oh, this gonna work. I knew it right away.
I watched the first season, like probably like.
Why did they end Old Power with Amari? Like,
because he got other jobs too. He got other jobs.
Yeah, he got other jobs. Plus his, you know,
it's time Old Power, but now got.
It's time for him to renew the contracts. And once they get, this is what happened to these shows when they get a bunch of money. People start going like, man, damn, I can't do this. I can't do that no more. So, you know, you got to get in new cast cheap. This whole cast here is cheap.
Yeah, I thought like the main part. See, I didn't watch no Instagram, nothing. I didn't follow none of the cast members, nothing. So I don't get spoiled like what was happening. So I didn't know Tommy was gonna show up. That kind of caught me off guard.
No, they didn't spoil it though.
No, I knew that because I know they're gonna build to the season where Tommy's going. You know, where Tommy's in California. So you know,
because like when I seen the blue car, I was like, nah, wait a minute, hold on. I was like, don't let them do the thing where it's like you know he's there, but you don't actually see him. Like you just see the blue car, but you don't actually see him.
No, they had to because they got to make the story. You know, he had to come back. Especially when they named him. So they gotta like tie up the loose ends. That's why they had to get Tasha out of there. She finna be off the show. She ain't gonna be on.
He broke the fourth wall. Like Tommy broke the fourth. Like when he was like, maybe one day when you see me, he's like, nah, I'm never gonna see you again. I just let you know that like they was just ending the original bout.
Yeah, and that's the thing.
A whole new thing.
But he gonna see him again because they gonna
hide him right now. He's Tariq right now. He ain't no Tariq St.
Man, see, no,
they gonna all come together and do like an event.
The Power Universe. Yeah, that's what the trailer for it. The Power Universe. That's what it was called in the trailer.
The Power Universe.
Yeah,
Power Universe.
But see, came up with this idea, so everybody's rolling with it.
Yeah, but I'm just upset that we never got a chance to see. We never got a chance to see Amari Harrick be the governor and see how that worked. Like that's more interesting than all these other shows.
Then what Ghost would have did was
they were working
the power verse or what it was called. The Democratic series.
When they wrote Power, they wrote 5 seasons. So when they wrote the 5 seasons, this was the end. Like Ghost was gonna die at the end, and Tariq was gonna be the one to kill him. It was all built into that. It wasn't about Tommy killing him. That it wouldn't make any sense. It was gonna be Ghost getting killed by Tariq. Oh, the sins of the father. That's what it was always about. They love that sins of the father movement, the whole nine.
I knew it was going to be Tyreek, but a lot of people thought it was going to be like somebody we didn't even expect. Like just a random person. Like I was like, I don't know if they're going to do that.
Well, that's because a lot of people don't listen to all the, they don't listen to a lot of the like extras and things behind the scenes and all that stuff. I knew right away that this was gonna be what it was. Like I knew right away. There was no doubt about it.
I pretty much knew. I was pretty much right on what it was gonna do, like what was gonna happen with Tyreek killing him. But I thought Andre was going to be there with him. That was the only thing I was wrong about. I thought Andre was gonna survive this whole thing.
Well, I was thinking maybe it was gonna be like somebody helping them, like helping them out. I was like, yeah, somebody should help them out.
That's what I thought. I thought Andre was gonna help him.
Right, it would make sense.
But I was like, once they burned him to death, I was like, oh, okay. All right.
Somebody got burned alive. Jeez.
Yeah. See, the thing was, is most of these characters they let stick around because they were popular. Like Dre was supposed to be killed, like in season 1. He wasn't supposed to make it that far. 2-Bit too, but they became like fan favorites. So once they became fan, man, they was like, man, we got to keep him and Spanky on there because Spanky was my guy. Spanky was funny as hell.
Oh, that was another thing. They mirrored that at the end, at the book 2 season finale. They mirrored that. The whole Tommy like picking him up by the throat. Tommy picking him up by the throat or whatever, and then Mary J had like the guns behind him and all that. That was season 2 season finale. Where Andre came up behind Tommy.
Dre came.
When Dre came, it was like put the gun down or whatever when Ghost.
So you the new guy.
But I did like that time. Like Tommy had like great lines that I liked though. Like, who in the hell got the balls to put the strap out on me?
Right. I mean, Tommy once he came, he the one brought the level up a notch. Because it sucked into that part. I'm like, man.
Like, I promise Ghost that I won't kill you, but if you don't get I'll beat your little skinny ass off that car.
Yeah. What? Because Tommy just great. And I mean, they bumped his series up. And now, what's his name? The Tate show ain't coming on to, that's coming out later now. It's 4th. It was going to be 5th. I mean, the 3rd. And Tommy was last.
Wait a minute. So, book 2 is Tariq, and then Raising King is book 3. Book 4 is Tommy. Book 5 is
book 5 is not
and all that way.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch that because I like Lorenz Tate. Even though Steven, like, I just can't stand Steven. I've been wanting him to die like this whole season. I'm like, dog, you work for Biden and them, bro.
Jeez, man, I'm rusty at this, man.
Like, you work for the DNC, you the ops.
Super rusty.
He's like, I'm super rusty. I'm watching. I'm over there listening to man. He is going off over there. Nicholas is bad as hell.
I'm like, man, they never gave me this much problems. I'm like, jeez.
I like Injustice, but once I started playing Mortal Kombat 11 and then I go back to Injustice 2, I was like, I do not like the gameplay. Injustice 2 is too slow.
It's too well. I mean,
and the zoning, bro. The zoning is ridiculous.
When on Injustice.
Zone, like, dog, dead shot be shooting everybody. From this, and he could, they could spam it. I'm like, bro.
Where the zoning is really bad, the stage where the zoning is really bad is Gorilla Grodd's little stage. That's like the biggest stage, you know what I mean, where they could just back up and just zone you to death. That's the issue.
I am looking forward to Injustice 3 because that will be the next. I noticed that PS5 like there's no fighting games. Like
I wonder what they're gonna actually do with that, man. I wonder what they're gonna do with that. You know,
the rumor is Black as Night.
Oh, right.
That's the rumor. Which I do like. That's the Black Black Lantern dude, right?
Yeah. Black as Night. Yeah. Since we was talking about Wonder Woman earlier, man. So did y'all see the design for Darkseid? You know what I mean? For like, was it the Snyder Cut, Justice League?
Oh God, that shit look horrible.
Looks terrible. That was a terrible look. I mean, dude, Darkseid has a garment on. You know what I mean? He doesn't have the Omega sign branded on his chest. That looks terrible.
Yeah. In my brain, I just wish that if the Russo brothers, like in my brain, I was like, what if DC, the Russo brothers had DC too at the same time had Marvel, and then in the same year they put out Infinity War and they put out Justice League, and you see like Thanos, and then you see Darkseid.
Yeah.
And then it'll be like a good it'll be like a big argument. Like
people don't know that Darkseid is more powerful than Thanos.
Thank you. Thank you. See, y'all get it now.
Being that ain't even his real body.
Exactly.
That's an avatar body. Like his real body's in like in another dimension.
And people be killing me, man. They always, you know what I mean? These little hypothetical death battles and crap. They always want to bring up the fact that Thanos has these little artifacts to power himself up. And it's like, dude, come on.
The Death Battle channel on YouTube, Death Battle had Thanos losing.
No, I'm talking about, you know what I mean? When people talk, you know, I'll be on Quora looking at, what people think about, who would win that little battle and whatnot. You know what I mean? They always want to bring up the Infinity Gauntlet or the Heart of the Universe.
The Infinity Gauntlet, like Death Battle when they did it, when they animated the fight, Thanos tried to do the snap in his world. It didn't even work because the glove was only applied to his universe.
Right. Yeah. But did you see the Mighty Raccoon one? The Mighty Raccoon death battle?
I don't think I didn't see that one.
That's the better one to me.
I think I did.
That's the better one.
Like Mighty Raccoon just does they just do the fights. Death Battle actually does like the analysis and then the fight.
Oh, right, yeah.
Everybody goes to Death Battle first.
As a matter of fact, okay, LB, I know you've seen the Superman versus Goku ones, 1 and 2, right?
Yeah, that was some BS. Because I have a Goku bias, but it's like, I'm like, it's ridiculous, like how they just be making Goku look like so like not comparable to Superman. Is like, dog.
I
like, at this point, as strong as Goku, like that's why I always said they should have waited.
Yeah,
he said they should
have started. Super just like Ultra Instinct and all that wasn't even a thing yet.
See, but here's my thing on all that though. They I don't think, to be honest with you, I really don't think Goku would have. I don't think he would beat Superman in a death battle.
And then that wasn't even Prime 1 million Superman. That was another thing I didn't like, because it was like, all right, if you would have said that Superman, I'll be like, okay.
I'm just saying though, he's not, dude. In a battle against, in a death battle, Superman's bound not. He's bound not to lose. That's just my thing. You know what I mean?
The only time they had him losing was to like One Punch Man. So it was like,
that was stupid. And
you can't even do that because One Punch Man is a gag character. So it's
exactly. So it's like he's not even meant to be taken serious, right? He's like a little, parody of superheroes, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, but the thing is, One Punch is all over, man. He's just looking for a challenge.
I love One Punch Man.
Yeah, that's hilarious, man. They be going off, man. You be like, oh, he got champ. He got comp this time. He'll hit him one time and it's over.
The last dude that he fought at the end kicked him to the moon. And then he jumped off the moon back on the earth. I'm like, bro.
Yeah.
Then season 2 came out. We was like, damn, this is trash. Because it was poorly animated in the season 2. So they got to make up for it in 3.
Yeah. Hey man, I wonder what
killing me about animes, man. That's the only thing that be getting me with them is they have something real good going, and then the next season it'd be like all in Japanese, no English dub, and it's all worn down. I'm like, man,
yeah, man, it's bad enough they mouth be moving like.
I'm like, damn,
this. Yeah, that's when you know it's bad animation.
Yeah, you know what I mean. You be having their mouth moving like,
That season 1 One Punch Man, that was like God tier. So
yeah. Yeah, that was great.
And I pray that they don't do Bleach. I hope they do Bleach so good because Bleach is coming back.
Bleach.
I hate Bleach.
I love Bleach. Bleach is my top 5.
Man, that's the women. That's the women anime show.
No, it ain't. No. You're talking about Inuyasha.
No, I'm talking about.
I remember that. Yeah, I remember Inuyasha. Yeah.
You're talking about Inuyasha, not Bleach. Bleach was for everybody. You talking about Inuyasha with the dog, with the silver hair dude and all that.
Yeah, I remember, dude. Yeah.
That was the love story. And that show was great 20 years ago, but for some reason this decade, people trash it now. I'll be like, what? Wait,
man, girls like Bleach, and I have no idea why.
You ain't talking about the orange hair dude. Main character, orange hair.
Not Naruto and all that. Damn, how did I lose to this?
Yeah, you're talking about Inuyasha.
I think I'm talking about Bleach.
You definitely not talking about Bleach. Inuyasha is known as the girl anime, even though dudes like it, depending on certain characters and all that.
Bleach was like one of the chick favorites. Bleach.
It's definitely not Bleach. It's definitely not Bleach because Bleach has one of the greatest villains ever in anime.
I'm finna call it Anime King.
All you gotta do is Google it.
I don't need Google. I got an Anime King right here on the
line. And I've been watching anime for decades. I grew up on it since Sailor Moon in 1993 or 4. So. And then Dragon Ball, then Pokemon.
I used to watch Pokemon a little bit.
Full Metal Alchemist, Yu Yu Hakusho, number 2 on the list.
Call has been forwarded to it.
Oh well, we didn't.
Yu Yu Hakusho like top 2. I put that like right under Dragon Ball.
Yeah, I used to watch Pokemon a little bit, then I just stopped. You know,
I watched Pokemon for like 3 years, like the first 3 years, and I just fell off. Like it got too. I watched the movies, like the recent movies, like the Ryan Reynolds movie and all that.
Yeah,
I watched that, but like the actual cartoon, no. I'm like, my man, like you still 10, my guy? You've been 10 for like 30 years.
Oh yeah.
Ash, Vash, the Stampede. That was my guy. Trigon.
Oh, World Trigon. Yeah, you know they're supposed to like a live action movie for that.
Trigon.
I don't want to see no live action. I don't want to see them mess that up.
Wait, hold on.
Ash is the guy. Baby.
I'm already worried about Yu Yu Hakusho. Yu Yu Hakusho. Netflix is doing their live action. I was like, bro, you about to ruin the classic. Don't do Yu Yu like y'all did Death Note.
Yu Yu Hakusho.
I ain't gonna lie. When you said
like Death Note, I was infurious with Death Note on Netflix.
I ain't gonna lie.
It was all right. If you never saw the anime, you loved it. I was like, it was all right. But I just, if you saw the anime, you were like, oh hell no.
I hated Death Note.
But if you just didn't see the anime first and watched that, I said, man, the anime.
I have no faith in Yu Yu Hakusho Netflix live action and One Piece live action. I have no faith in those. Especially One Piece.
One Piece is the longest running anime in history.
Yeah, One Piece is what? 900 episode, like 950 something now?
Yeah.
50 something?
Oh,
there's only a few anime that's like up there in length, like Detective Conan and stuff like that. Like,
what are they doing this little gauntlet match for? It's dumb.
But Bleach is like top 5 in action.
In action, Bleach?
Yes.
No way.
Bleach has like the greatest. Like, there's 2 great villains. You got Sosuke Aizen from Bleach, and you got Madara Uchiha from Naruto.
Yeah.
Because
I ain't seen Naruto.
Whoever grew up in the 2000s, they like That's like Frieza in my deck, and like in my era.
He said that's Frieza and Meyer.
I was like,
I ain't seen Naruto in a minute. Been a while.
Naruto, I got that in like top 5.
Yeah.
But in terms of like villain, like I like in swag and all of that, I like Yo Brando from JoJo.
Right. Hey, let me ask y'all this, man. Do y'all ever think it'll be a chance if DC and Marvel actually did the little crossover like they did in the comics and movies?
They should.
Not in the movies, no. There's too many moving parts. You know, it's like they don't have their own house. Like, for instance, Marvel, you know, Sony's involved. You know, they just got Fox, so they got that back. But, you know, Sony got some of their characters. DC is kind of the same way. So, you know, it's going to be hard for them to work with each other. Plus,
it's either that or like a Netflix or HBO Max like TV series. Like,
right, because if you Marvel, what's the point?
I don't think you're going to do it on the big screen.
You'll be doing DC a favor.
Yeah, because DC live action movies are not that
why
good.
Would they want to do that?
Because
they think it's like, we don't care for Warner Brothers. You got to deal with Warner Brothers. I hate Warner Brothers because they the ones ruin DC films. You know, they get in the way. They'll have a movie all done and they'll say something real dumb. I want a movie where Superman don't fly. What? Who would want that?
I remember when Zack Snyder, this idiot, back in like 2011 or 12, said that I don't want Martian Manhunter in my movie. And how many people in here? And then he was like, and he put it everybody was like, how many people in here want Martian Man in the movie and had sex before? I was like, what? What are you talking about?
In what? What?
Yeah, he said that.
No, wait a minute. Hold on. Repeat that one more time.
He was saying that how many people, he was like, I don't want Martian Manhunter in my movie. He was like, how many people know, like, want Martian Man in a movie? And let me ask y'all, how many of y'all had sex before?
What?
Yeah, he said that like 2011 or 2012. He said that.
What does that have to do with Martian Manhunter being in a DC movie?
He's basically saying that there's nothing but straight nerds in there that never got any.
Oh, that's retarded. Wow. That's just retarded. That's retarded. He's really.
Let me be in that room. I'd have been out there, got more bodies than you. And you got more money than me.
Right.
So it's like.
Right. Yeah, we got to do anything, dude. And plus, Martian Manhunter.
There's plenty of people in there with their chicks.
Right.
You got to pay off your girls. I be saying, especially y'all whites. Y'all be begging. So it's like in Hollywood. Y'all be begging. Y'all be on some Weinstein stuff. Like, so stop. Like,
exactly.
He said they on some Weinstein stuff.
They can't even get none, man. Yeah. Plus, Martian Manhunter, he's a member of the Justice League, so it would make sense for him.
Quintessential to how the group came together.
Exactly. He's one of the founding members. You know,
I hate
the whole alien invasion happened because of him.
And that's what I hated about the only thing I hated about X-Men is they made Wolverine like the main guy. And I'm like, dog, Cyclops, y'all made him like a goofy.
And Cyclops is really the leader of
the X-Men.
Right. That's what they was like, yeah, but Wolverine just, everybody love. We understand that, but you messing with the way the structure of the show go. We ain't talking about fan service.
Now there is some shows where Wolverine was the leader because he had to take over, like Wolverine the X-Men, like that cartoon that came out like 10 years ago.
Yeah, right.
That was great though. I will say that. I was like, dang, this is almost good as the 90s X-Men. Like,
right. Yeah.
I just hated when it came to X-Men, I just hated like what they did to like my feelings. Like the Apocalypse one still like pisses me off. Like,
that was a terrible representation of Apocalypse, dude.
I was like, dog, like this is like the strongest mutant. Like,
yeah, that's
y'all y'all made him look like Ivan Ooze from Power Rangers, though.
Ivan Ooze, that is hilarious.
I haven't heard that name in a while. Ivan Ooze.
That's the meme. That was the meme during that time. It was like, dog, like the Ivan Ooze meme with Apocalypse.
Speaking of Apocalypse, man, how is Marvel going to introduce Galactus, dude? Like, really, like,
easy when they introduce him before.
No, I know that garbage. I'm talking about like for real though. You know what I mean?
Now, when they do Fantastic Four, and somehow, some way, they're gonna bring in Silver Surfer.
Yeah.
I mean, Galactus is from another dimension, so that's easy.
Wait, what you mean another dimension?
Nah, he's from the same universe.
He's from the same universe. Yeah, it's just the fact.
He's from the same universe.
There's a Galactus in each universe. You know what I mean? He's
right. I don't think they're gonna go that deep in the movie. That's too comic book lore. Like that's way too much.
What? I mean, like
yeah, they're gonna do the whole multiverse thing, but I don't think they're gonna they're gonna make them simplistic like they did Ultron.
Yeah,
Ultron should have been way stronger than that.
Oh yeah,
definitely, especially when he came back. He was.
They gave him too much of a human. They gave him too much of a human personality.
Yeah, they changed the script up. They changed the script up because they wanted to make it like he had the inscription of Tony Stark. Like Tony's like insecurities is what made Ultron the way he was. He couldn't tell the difference between saving the world and destroying it.
Yeah,
that's what they was trying to play off of.
Mistake number one: having Tony Stark create Ultron when it should have been Ant-Man.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then they didn't introduce Ant-Man yet, so
Ant-Man they introduced him like after that. Yeah, they like a little bit.
Ant-Man came after the fact, so they didn't even bring Hank Pym in there and stuff like that, which it would have made more sense.
Hank Pym is a very instrumental character too, man.
They should have did an end credit scene before Ultron came out in another movie.
But they didn't know they were going to do an Ant-Man at that time yet. It was on the table. They had a couple of characters they wanted to do, and then it was like, okay, they went and greenlit Ant-Man once they decided who they can get to play Ant-Man. And they was like, oh, this guy could play Ant-Man. He's perfect for it.
Yeah. There's one thing I didn't like about Infinity War, the way they did Thanos' character. They kind of made him seem like he's – no, here's one thing about Thanos. They kind of made it seem like he served the purpose of what Galactus does. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they changed it.
Galactus doesn't have a purpose.
They changed it.
He's just hungry.
They didn't – in the original script, Thanos was still going to be after Lady Death. Hela was going to be in the script. Hela was supposed to be in there. She survived. She's floating in space, and Thanos finds her. And she was supposed to be – instead of Lady Death, she was gonna be the Lady Death. And Hela is not Lady Death.
Number one with Hela, what they did with Hela was great. How strong they made her. Like they had the veil. That's how strong she was. So it was like the only thing I didn't like how that should have been Loki's daughter.
Exactly. Yeah.
Should have been Loki's daughter.
Right.
So they messed that up, but that was pretty much it. Now, if they would have had her be Mistress Death, I would have been pissed.
Yeah, they would have. They would have her to be Mistress Death.
Hela is she's a death god, but not the death god of Valhalla.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right. But they were trying to say this is our universe. You know, we could create it how we want it to be. It's just inspired by the comics, so it's not going to go everything in canon the way everybody thinks.
See, that makes no
sense. Like who's the dude that
So they changed. They saw the movie The Kingsman. They saw the Kingman movie with Samuel Jackson in it, and he was basically had the same plot as Scott, the same plot as Thanos. Same thing. The world is sick, and he wanted to rid people of half the people in the world. Because he's like, this is why we're having typhoons and floods. There's too many people on the earth. He created this thing to make people kill each other, to wipe people out. It's like, look, we got to kill some people. This is why people are sick. The planet is sick, and it's trying to fix itself, but there's too many people in here. We the disease.
Yeah, see, that's my thing, dude. That's really like
I like that Thanos, but at the same time, like in the beginning, I didn't. I was like, they taking out Mistress Death, but I knew they was gonna go that deep, like in the lore, like that. So I'm like, I was cool with that Thanos. I was like, okay, you gave him a purpose other than just him being obsessed with death. That's because that's the whole reason why he did it anyway.
Exactly, man. That's what made me go sour on him in the first place.
Right, he wanted to impress Lady Death, but then it wound up being a better thing that had more meaning to it.
with comic book people, they would have loved it. With regular casuals, they would have been making simp memes.
Oh yeah.
Thanos a simp,
Right.
a universal simp.
I mean, for real though, he kind of is though. Even in the comics, he was though.
Right, they would have hated that.
Right. They would have hated that. Yeah,
they would have hated that. Like, oh man, look at this dude. He doing all this over a woman.
Yeah, she wasn't even going for it in the comics.
It was like that in the comics.
She was not going because nothing he did impressed her.
Like, okay, it's like he's like, even though that happened in the comic, like the comic people gonna know that, but then the casuals, they just gonna think, oh, here we go again, man. What a woman, agenda, and all that stuff.
Right.
For the people that don't know.
Right. Yeah. That's what made me go sour on Thanos in the first place. And I'm like, people actually think he would be dark side with that little attitude, though. I'm not going.
Nah, Thanos was still a beast, though.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
He was wiping out gods. Like,
yeah.
In the comics, he fought Odin. He fought all of them. Like,
he lost Odin, I believe. I think he lost to Odin.
Nah, he beat them all.
He beat Odin.
Everybody.
He beat Odin.
Yeah, he beat them all. Except, I think Eternity never got involved in the fight. Did Eternity get involved in the fight?
Are you talking about the Infinity Gauntlet series?
Yeah.
See, it's a different storyline.
Oh, you're talking about Infinity. Infinity was the one where Thanos go after his son, which is another thing Marvel needs to like. That's just why y'all should have never killed off Thanos.
Well, they didn't kind of kill him off. He just faded out. They could easily bring Thanos back.
He's supposed to be part of the Infinity Watch.
But now they finna do. That's why I can't wait to see the Disney series with everybody's already dumping on it. Like, man, this is like some I Dream of Genie stuff with what's it? Scarlet Witch.
WandaVision,
WandaVision, man. This looks terrible.
It do look like that.
And dude was like, man, this is finna be terrible. I said, man, watch this. I'm like, they finna shock all y'all.
You know what they should have called it instead of WandaVision? They should have called it the House of M. And then that would have got
the M movie. I mean, that movie is finna come out. They finna do that story, and I believe in Doctor Strange. They gonna do that with the House of M. She's gonna be in that.
Oh, they're gonna put that story. They're gonna put that story in multiverse.
Yeah, you're gonna start to see that because that's gonna happen and start to come out now. Because this WandaVision stuff is all stuff that's happening in her head. Right. This is how she gets to see vision and everything else through the Mind Stone. So
I guess they're gonna like reveal that once Multiverse of Madness happens, they're gonna reveal that she's a mutant, and then that's when they're gonna bring in X-Men and all that.
Right.
Yeah.
Right now, they just look at her like as an inhuman, like an experiment or whatever. They never say mutant.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's like one of the most. Would you count her as a sorcerer though? In a way, her powers. You know what I mean?
I think she's more than that. She's she's like a top. She's like an S tier mutant. Like she's like in the top tier. So it's like
like she's like level 3.
She's like in the range of Doctor Strange a little bit.
I don't look at her as a sorcerer though. She doesn't do spells and stuff.
Well, yeah. She's
a witch. Like she's just strong. Like so it's like, well, you see how the way she did Thanos. Everything.
Yeah.
You can bring down all of it.
Yeah. That was one of the best parts though of the movie too. Yeah.
I love the meme of it. I love the meme, but what about our true son? Man, F these niggas.
Rain down. Rain. Yeah. Oh, shoot, he didn't care.
Yeah.
I was hyped. Once she showed up, I was like, uh-oh.
Man, boy, once I seen freaking Doctor Strange come through with the doggone, I was like, yeah, it's about to go down.
Yeah, they gave me that. They didn't give me the Hulk rematch though.
Oh my gosh, that was a letdown.
Right, and then they canceled that, and they were supposed to do that. That's what I'm saying. They canceled a lot of scripts, and they was doing a lot of rewrites. Yeah. But they were like, man, we already got a big fight that's taking place. Hold on. Yeah, so hello?
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm on a StreamYard right now.
But like after you know what I mean, you do the House of M, that kind of might lead to a little break off a little bit.
On the screen, yeah.
They need like House of M. Like if they, I'm cool with that. Putting House of M in the multiverse of Man, and they're gonna give me all 3 Spider-Mans too.
All right.
Right. Yeah.
They're giving us all 3 Spider-Mans in that Doctor Strange movie too. So.
Yeah, and plus I said, if after after you do House of M, you could probably lead to world like the the World Breaker Hulk series a little bit.
I don't think they're gonna do that. I think it was too late for them to do. Like they should have did that after Ultron.
No, because they got She-Hulk in there. Hulk gonna be on there, and then he gonna fight with Red Hulk gonna be on there. What's his name? So they gonna have the Hulk series on She-Hulk.
General, the one that was chasing him down.
Yep. And eventually he gonna turn into Red Hulk. Then you gonna have what's his name coming back, Tim Roth, who played in the Incredible Hulk movie. He played the villain.
Who was it? Abomination.
Abomination. Yeah, so Abomination is back, and he's gonna be fighting She-Hulk.
What happened to the leader? They always alluded to that, like at the end of that Hulk movie, but because you seen his brain getting bigger and stuff.
Yeah, he's supposed to be
the leader. So it's like, yeah.
He gonna be in this one too. So She-Hulk gonna be incredible, but they got to see how they.
I hope they don't go with current She-Hulk. Please don't.
What's going on with current She-Hulk?
Current She-Hulk comic. She-Hulk is the feminist version.
Oh right, yeah. See that? Okay, yeah.
With the short haircut and all that.
Oh yeah. They took that. They took that little round with
by the cartoon She-Hulk, like from the 90s.
Yeah, man. Marvel Comics recently took that little route. You know what I mean? With what's his name? Carol Danvers by making a chop at Thor's head off.
I can't absolutely no Larson. Period. Like Brie Larson, just I don't care what it is. It don't even gotta be Captain Marvel. She's just annoying. If you watch like what she do, like because there's people on YouTube that cover like the stupid stuff she says, it's like, bro, what is wrong with
you? Oh yeah,
I like it because she's staying with the brothers.
No, she don't.
Yeah, she do. She's staying with the brothers.
Fake. It's all fake.
That's all fake.
It is. She got exposed for that too. You got exposed for all that too. So I don't want nobody reviewing my movie. If it's, I don't want no white man reviewing my movies or whatever. But you act like there ain't no black. Like they do. Hollywood does this thing where they act like.
No, she wasn't saying that. She was like, no, she didn't say that at all. She was talking about the movie with Oprah Winfrey now that was in there. She was like, I don't care what a 30-some-year-old white man have to say about what's that movie when Oprah and them did, the one for kids that ended time, the thing that was totally boring that put everybody to sleep.
Something in Time or something like that.
Yeah, that movie. That's what she was talking about. She was like, 35, I do not want to hear a review of what a 34-year-old white man got to say about that movie. That movie is about a coming of age teenage girl, you know, a 30-some-year-old white man. This is about a black girl, you know, coming of age and all this stuff. And no 34-year-old white man, I'm not going to listen to his opinion about that film. And white people got mad about that. So
okay, then they just ain't gonna watch your movie then, stupid. Like as simple as that. I never understood why Hollywood
I understood what she was saying. Like, it's hard. It's like, dude, how can you go give a review on that, something like that? Like, hey, I can see if he just critiqued the movie, like in general.
A Wrinkle in Time, that's the name of the movie. A Wrinkle
in Time, yep.
Yeah.
That's what she was talking about.
But I will say this though, when she was in was it Endgame and she had the little fight with Thanos and she got punched out of space with that Power Stone.
Oh yeah,
that was so.
I didn't like her character. Her character was too arrogant.
Yeah, exactly, man. I'm like
that's why even was like, okay, you know, calm down. You know, we all about that superhero life too. You know, like.
Yo, I love how War Machine checked it. I don't even know who you are. So where have you even been all this
exactly,
time?
Lady.
Right.
Yeah, I'm like, man, Thor, you should have chopped that head off when you freaking commanded Stormbreaker to come to your end. You should have chopped the head off, man.
I love Thanos punching her out the movie.
That was great. Oh, that was so
Yeah,
great.
yeah. In the script, they say he punches her to the moon. Like she
Yeah.
They should have shown
like
that.
the Power Stone, he punched her to the. She was in space and landed on the moon.
I think I was the only one clapping in the theater when that happened.
I know I was clapping.
A lot of people in the theater went crazy.
I got into it because I told you I got into it because the damn dude and his chick, you know, she was all arguing with me and she mad because he basically feeling the same way. Like, how you gonna cheer for a woman, not a black woman, but a woman getting hit in the face?
Oh, well, she deserved it.
Like she been kicking ass all through the damn movie. You wasn't complaining about that.
Super powerful. She's a super powerful superhero. What do you mean? Shut up.
Exactly.
They don't have the right to knock at her.
Right. She wanna act all, you know, all what is it? She wanna act all little Billy Badass talking about she gonna kill Thanos, you know what I mean? At the beginning of the movie and stuff. It's like
Once
got mad about the whole plan.
Once Kevin Feige said that she's strong as Thor, I was like, "Are you kidding?"
Dude.
And then they tried to make a comic recently, a few years ago, that tried to make her on the same.
That's what I was talking about.
Yeah, I saw that. Like she was born, Creed.
What? They changed the story again? They changed this like the third, fourth time in the story.
She was born like she's half Kree, half human.
Half Kree.
Like she was born like her father.
Okay. Yeah, that's the story I'm familiar with.
Right. That's the one they changed. And she was a baby out in space and all that. She came floating in.
That's all cap.
Right. That's the newer one they did right before they came out with this.
I'm familiar with the 0809 one where she was a human that got abducted and then she had a situation with a relationship with the Blue Kree dude, the Blue Marvel or whatever, and he took his blood and put it in her to save her from the experiments that she got put on her.
Wait a minute, you talking about the black superhero Blue Marvel?
No, not Blue Marvel. What's his name? Marvel.
Yeah, Marvel. That's the original. That was the original.
Well, that's the story they went with in the movie.
No, it wasn't. The movie was like she just
that's his blood in her.
I was like, what?
No, that's how she got the. That's how she got the thing from the.
I mean, that was a woman. I was
that
like,
they did put it. He put her blood. Marvel did put his blood in her.
When Marvel was a woman in that, I was like, are you kidding me?
Marvel was a woman. See, that's why I didn't watch. That's
Marvel.
She was a woman. She was
purposely why I didn't watch that movie, man.
Marvel was a woman. Marvel was Jude Law, wasn't he?
No, Marvel was a woman, an old woman.
That's purposely why I didn't watch that movie, dude. That's another thing that made me mad about
watch it again. Because who is Jude Law then? Because he the one that put the blood in it.
I think it was just another Kree soldier.
Yeah, see, that's why I didn't watch the movie, man. Like they did that same crap in Doctor Strange when they made the Ancient One a woman. Like, come on, dude.
Oh yeah, that pissed me off too. But it didn't piss me off as much.
No, that can't. No,
even though that him being a dude played a bigger role, but that's if they decide to do. What's that one villain, that squid octopus looking dude that Doctor Strange be fighting?
Squid octopus,
like a alien octopus looking thing with one eye. Shama Garofalo, something like that. His name is. He's in Marvel vs. Capcom. They put him in the video games.
I think I think I know.
Shuma Garoff, I think that's how you say it. Shuma Garoff.
I forgot his name.
Yeah, like SHUMAGORATH. The God of Chaos. Shuma Garoff.
The first Smash Ball said it was Monica Rambeau who was the first female Captain Marvel. Monica Rambeau.
Oh yeah. But they switched that around because they made the black girl younger than Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
But she's gonna be Monica Rambeau later, like the superhero later on. I think.
Right.
They got to do a time skip. They have to do a time skip because she's too young. She's like 8.
8.
I don't know how old she is. I know she's young though.
She can't be that young now. No.
Captain Marvel came out what year? Like 2018, right?
2019.
So they have to do a time skip. No, they did do a time skip in Endgame. The 5-year time skip with the snap happened. They did do a time skip.
Okay.
So if she's like 8 or 9, then that makes her 14, 15.
She's that young? I thought she'll be like,
I don't know how old she is. I forgot how old she is. But I knew she was young.
I thought she'd be like in her 20s or something. You know what I mean?
No, she wasn't. She was drawing pictures. So I knew she was like a child. Like she's drawing with crayons and stuff.
Oh, wow. Yeah. I wonder what they're gonna do to actually if they later on, like in years to come, lead up to Secret Wars, you know what I mean? I wonder what they're gonna do with that.
That's why you should have watched Captain Marvel, because I think they killed that, they destroyed that too.
That whole little
the way they wrote the scrolls, they made it propaganda. They made it like Mexican refugees, bro. I was like, no. I was like, no, don't do this.
No, things are finna go left with the scrolls. It's just a matter of time.
So now they gotta write it in a way where it's just those scrolls was cool, but they never met the queen and all that stuff yet. They have to do it.
Well, that's gonna happen during Secret Wars. They actually remember they spoke about it already on when they did the countdown. They was talking about doing Secret Wars because that was what Captain America was supposed to be.
They have to do that, like they have to stretch it in multiple movies. Like, just say they do movies like regular movies, right? Like typical Marvel movies. But then at the end of every credit scene, that's not actually him the whole time. That was actually a scroll.
Right. But they did that.
If they would have did that, the theater would have exploded. Like,
right. They did that with what's his name? Samuel Jackson character.
Right.
What's his name?
Nick Fury.
Nick Fury. Yeah, they got to do it like on that level. It's like you don't know who is scroll, like the comics, like you know how they did like the
Secret Wars is gonna be like that. So we'll get to find out what happened because they thought they was gonna do that with Tony, and saying they didn't kill Iron Man, but when he died, it was really Tony. So, but they thought about doing that, but they thought it'd be too cheesy. Plus, they done with Robert Downey Jr. Period. He's just too expensive.
I mean, they gotta bring back Iron Man some way, somehow, because he's in the Illuminati and they play a role in Secret Wars. In 2015.
No, they bring in his daughter. She gonna be in there, so she's gonna be the new Iron Woman.
Man, that's gonna kill everything.
We can't do Illuminati because we don't even have Professor X in the movie yet.
Man, that's gonna kill everything, man. Jeez.
Illuminati was who? Tony.
It was Tony Stark, Captain America, Black Bolt, Namor, the Submariner, Charles Xavier. How many is that? How many was that?
I don't remember how many people. I just remember some of the people that was in
Tony, Captain America, Namor, Charles Xavier, Black Bolt, Doctor Strange, and shoot, I'm forgetting somebody. I know I'm forgetting somebody, but yeah, it's 6 of them. But
yeah, I don't think they're gonna do that because of controversy reasons.
What?
Like the name itself, Illuminati.
Oh, well, yeah.
They'd probably call it something else, like Secret Society or something.
Yeah, I mean, you could do that, yeah.
Because they can't, like the Christians will be like, oh!
Yeah, of course. But would it make more sense to actually do the
conspiracy people will go crazy with that?
Yeah, of course. Of course. So would it actually make
Hollywood now to just put it in our face?
Yeah. But would it actually make more sense to actually do the 1984 Secret Wars or the 2015 one?
2015. What was the Secret Invasion?
No, I was talking about the one where the Beyonders killed the Living Tribunal.
Oh, yeah, that's Secret. That's Secret Wars.
Yeah,
they're gonna do that.
But then you got to actually get into this.
You got to bring in the cosmic beings first to do that.
Right, and the Living Tribunal is a very, a very powerful cosmic being.
He's the
strong multiverse.
He's the strong. He's like probably like number 2.
He's the judge of the multiverse.
And the one above all is like the strongest.
Of course. Yeah.
And I just found out like last week there's a one below all. I didn't know that.
Right.
I had no idea.
Yeah. Recently I just found out that the Incredible Hulk draws his power from the one below all, I guess, and that was stupid.
I found that out in that death battle.
Yeah, you saw that?
Yeah, I was like, versus Broly from Deep Dragon Ball.
Yeah. I'm like, man, Broly kicked this dude, bro.
I'm like, Broly better won that.
Yeah. That doggone healing factor.
I didn't know that Hulk can get his head sliced off and he can completely come back from the dead.
Right, yeah, that was like in recent comics, you know what I mean, with his crazy healing factor. Because I don't ever remember Hulk having a crazy healing factor like
that. That breaks like planets.
Yeah, because the thing is, like the Incredible Hulk series, that's how he died. Like David Banner jumped out of an airplane.
You mean Bruce Banner? You said David Banner.
Yeah. Jumped out of an airplane, and he was the Hulk, and then he changed back into David Banner before he landed.
Right.
And then
you talking about the 2008? That's what it should have been.
Yeah. And they ended it and all that stuff. So that was how the TV show. No, the TV show Hulk.
Oh, okay.
Oh, the original.
Yeah, that's how it ended.
Right. Yeah. What year ago? How long ago was that? Because I'm thinking that dog on Lou Ferrigno, correct?
That had to be like early.
Yeah, that's the Lou Ferrigno Hulk with David.
Lou Ferrigno one. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. The early one. Yeah. Right. This is stupid.
That's what they had happen to end the Hulk. Hulk had to fall out of a helicopter and then turn back into Bruce Banner before it happened.
That's a weak death to me. People
like that wouldn't have killed the Hulk.
No, it wouldn't have.
But apparently in the comic book, even as Bruce Banner, he could still come back from the dead.
Right.
Like he would just it would take him a longer time to regenerate.
Yeah, but I think he needs some sort of some parts of his human form to actually do that though.
Yeah, that's what they said.
Yeah. Right.
Sounds like some gamma energy comes from hell. I was like, nah, this got to be like changed by now because this is like old stuff. It has to be changed because like this is crazy. This is too great.
Right. That healing factor crap just.
Then he got Then he got like multiple mindsets, like whatever, like other different types of Hulks, like in his brain. Like they had a pimp Hulk. I was like, dog. The suit.
Yeah, that's the gray one. Yeah, that's the
gray
Hulk. I forgot the name of that Hulk, the one that wear the top hat and the gloves with the cane and all that with the suit.
Yeah, that's that.
Or like a borrow or whatever, like a gangster.
Right. Yeah, the one
with the Hulk, baby. Yeah, they have to do a Planet Hulk, man. I know the CGI and all that stuff gonna cost a fortune, but man, they get that done.
They should have did Planet Hulk after Ultron where he left. But they decided to put him in Thor Ragnarok. I was like, okay.
Wait a minute. Yeah. Right, because he was Sakaar became Hulk's planet for a little bit. Then it got blow up, the plane got a little the plane he was in got blown up, and then he turned into a World Breaker Hulk after that, you know what I mean? He made his way to Earth and all that stuff. And that's how all that crap happened.
Yeah, I like that when he started fighting the Avengers, and then he turned to Madison Square Garden into an arena to fight and all that.
Yeah, And then he started going. He started beating up, killing all the X-Men and stuff. After they, got stripped of their powers by Scarlet Witch.
Oh yeah, the House of Men powers. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, that's why.
Have the mutant population with that, right?
Right. Yeah, what she said. No more mutants. Yeah.
I'm glad Fox doesn't do X-Men anymore. I'm glad Dark Phoenix was the last one. I went to the theater to see that. I was like, bro, just get this over with, please.
And I mean, it was Jennifer Lawrence more than anything. She just didn't want to do it no more. My thing is, somebody don't want to do something, get rid of them. I don't need them around. Like, if she don't want to be Rogue no more, I mean, Mystique, yeah, you can get anybody. Like, she's changing the damn character. Y'all chose her. She acting like she was a
Mystique is not a good guy. Mystique later probably on, I think, becomes like neutral, but she was never like a good guy.
She was a part of the Brotherhood with Magneto.
Yeah, the Brotherhood. She worked for Magneto.
Yeah, and they kind of made it seem as if seemed like she was like a main piece in the movie, which made no sense.
Yeah, Mystique wasn't that important. Like Mystique
was not that important.
Like she was a popular character, but she wasn't that important to the plot. Like
I felt like Nightcrawler may have been more important
just because of Jennifer Lawrence, like
right.
Yeah, because they felt she was a superstar. I'm like, that's what made her a superstar. She did that in the Hunger Games. But I'm like, besides that, that's what really made her a superstar. Besides that, she wasn't really on nothing.
Right. Dark Phoenix was probably the worst X-Men movie from Fox.
I mean, but she kept changing the character. She didn't want to be in the Mystique clothes. I'm like, dude, Mystique don't walk around in human form like this no more. We went past this already. She didn't became.
They should have got Quavo's girl. They should have got Quavo's girlfriend to be Mystique. She was Mystique for Halloween. I was like, dang. I was like, she just she looked just like Mystique. Saweetie, the rapper Saweetie, like she did that for Halloween. I was like, yo, she killed that. She killed that Mystique out.
What are they doing on SmackDown, bro? This is stupid.
Dog, I haven't watched wrestling in so long.
Yeah, you're not missing anything, dude. It's stupid, man.
I wanted to watch it recently because Undertaker retired, but I'll watch that eventually.
That wasn't recent. That was like months ago.
Yeah, that had to be like October, right?
Yeah, that's months ago. Yeah, it's
on podcast too.
Yeah, on Stone Cold's podcast.
I seen a clip of it. They talked about Kane. Kane was great. His debut.
Oh, that was great. Yeah, that was a fun podcast.
I remember watching that when I was younger. I was like, he's alive.
You're talking about when he first made his debut. He first made his debut.
Oh, yes. I was like, who's this dude? He was like, oh, everybody came to school the next day like, no.
Exactly. Yeah, that was when he first made his debut, and that was the best debut that they ever did for like a superstar, man. And what was it? It was like right now.
Chris Jericho's was great too.
Oh yeah.
2000 Millennium, the clock.
Yeah.
The Rock gave him the rub pretty much, basically. Like
I wish they could have actually did more work together, man.
That was great.
I wish they could have actually did more work together. Chris Jericho and The Rock, they had good chemistry.
They did. I remember when Chris Jericho and The Rock started roasting Stephanie.
Oh, that was
going back and forth.
Yeah.
That was all improv, they said too. Like on top of the dome. Like
yeah. Hold on, which episode? Hold on, which one was it the episode on SmackDown or Raw?
I think it was SmackDown. When they was roasting Stephanie McMahon back and forth. Like
yeah, and then she actually ran backstage crying. Oh yeah. See, I was talking about the one in Chicago that Chris Jericho did in Chicago on her. That was hilarious.
That was great.
I got my list.
You said what?
You go on the list.
Oh, crap. Yeah.
Did he talk? I didn't watch the whole podcast, but did he talk about like the streak?
Yeah, man. I felt like I think he kind of hinted, indicated the fact that, to me, I don't even think the streak should have been broken, man. It shouldn't have been. Then I think he said, I think
that almost made me drop wrestling like on the spot after that happened.
Yeah,
that made me drop it almost. Like,
yeah, I can understand that because Vince is known for doing stuff at the last minute.
I wasn't even in the mood to finish WrestleMania after that. Like, how do you do that? You expect everybody to get behind Daniel Bryan? Like, we still stuck on Undertaker losing. Like,
exactly. You know what I mean? That's like one of that's synonymous with WrestleMania. You know what I mean? It doesn't make any sense.
They asked, I think they first asked Vince. Vince was like, I guess it was just time that we needed them like make the move, like to move on. And
no, Vince actually went up to the Undertaker, man. Vince actually went up to the Undertaker. You know what I mean? The plan before was actually, Undertaker going over and the streak continuing. You know what I mean? And at the last minute, like Vince always does, you know what I mean? Changes his mind and went with Brock Lesnar breaking the streak. You know what I mean?
Absolutely stupid for that decision.
Of course, he was. Yeah, you know what I mean. He actually went to Undertaker and he said, you know what I mean. Yeah, he had told Undertaker, Brock is going to end up breaking the streak.
Y'all gave Brock?
Exactly.
I mean, Brock is like the only legitimate dude you could do that with. They had Kurt Angle. Like, Kurt Angle's gonna be the other choice, like years ago.
Yeah.
18 or something like.
Actually 22. Actually 22, man. If they, you know what I mean, they did the match in No Way Out though. But then
I'm trying to think. Yeah, it was the one with Mark Henry.
That was 22 in Chicago. That was 22.
Yeah, in 2006. That was the casket, but they was gonna have Kurt Angle fight him in that, and he was gonna beat Taker, but Kurt said, "No, I don't want that heat."
Yeah, you know what?
I'm fading out. All right, I'm gonna let